Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to episode number 22 of this educational video series. I'm your host Vijay and I'm a CPA. Hope you all had a nice Christmas break and wish you all a very happy new year in advance. Today, wanted to cover 5 of the most common tax mistakes that a lot of small businesses make. The idea is to make you all aware so that if you're making one of these mistakes, then you can correct them so it will not result in a interest or penalties being charged by the IRS. So let's get started. Number one mistake I see is that a lot of small business owners, they don't keep a separate business and personal bank account, especially those who file Schedule C for their businesses. I see they commingle their business and personal account all the time. Having two separate bank account, one for your business and one for your personal, it not only makes it easier for the tax professional or even for you if you're preparing your own tax return at the end of the year to properly classify each business expense as such, but if you commingle everything, then let's say for any expenses that you incurred in January, February of a year, and then when you're getting ready for file the tax return of that year for in next January, February, you won't even remember whether or not that particular expense was a business expense or a personal expense. So will not result in an accurate income tax return for your business. So if you do not have one, I highly recommend that you keep a personal and separate personal and a business bank accounts. Will make your life a lot easier, will make your tax preparer's life a lot easier. Mistake number 2, I see that a lot of small businesses, especially those who file the S Corp tax return form 1120S, they don't take a salary from their business. If you're familiar with the rule, IRS requires that S Corp owners who regularly work in their business take a reasonable salary from their business. And I see that a lot of small business owners, those who file the S Corp tax returns, do not do that. In that case, IRS will most likely come back and audit and charge you penalty and taxes for not taking proper salary from your business. So if you file Form 1120S and if you do not take a salary from your business, again, I highly recommend that you talk to your tax advisor and come up with a plan such that you will be taking reasonable compensation from your business for the services that you provide to the business. Number 3 mistake number 3 is that I see a lot of small business owners, they classify employees as an independent contractor. We're hearing this issue come up a lot with all these companies like Uber and such these days. But in general, if you hire people to work for you, and then if you kind of tell them when to work, how to work, you set their hours, you provide them with office supplies and everything at no cost. You provide them with the benefits such as health insurance or vacation. Then IRS is most likely going to come back and say that these people are not independent contractor. They're your employees. Independent contractor by nature is independent. They set their own schedule, they buy their own supplies, they don't get any kind of benefits like vacation or health insurance from your business. So if you have such people working for your business, and then you provide them all the benefits that you would otherwise provide to a regular employee, but you classify them as an independent contractor, IRS will most likely come back and assess you the tax and penalty for not paying the unemployment taxes on those people's wages. So something to talk to your tax advisor if you have employees or if you have people working for you that you classify as an independent contractor. The mistake number 4 is overstating a particular expense or understating a particular income item. A lot of people I see that they want to avoid paying taxes at all costs. So they will most likely overstate an expense, or they will make up an expense that they cannot even support with a proper receipt or any kind of proof that they actually incurred those expenses in the normal course of running their businesses. You know, if you were ever to get audited by the IRS, you will have to prove every single expense item and income item that you include on your tax return. So, you know, it's a mistake that should be avoided at all cost. It's not worth it. And then mistake number 5 is not planning ahead. A lot of time I see that people, you know, when they come to me a couple weeks before the tax return due date with all their receipts and books and everything, and saying, here's everything, you know, do my taxes. At that point, there's very little I can do to help them plan ahead for the tax year that would kind of help them, you know, reduce the tax liability, kind of shift the income and expense into one year to the other. There are a lot of things that can be done to make sure legally it can result in a lower tax liability for you. And you know, if someone comes to me a couple of weeks before the tax return due date, there's very little I can do. So, you know, definitely keep in touch with your tax preparer and advisor throughout the year. Seek out their advice on, you know, big purchases, or if you want to plan an expansion or anything like that. The advice will be worth, you know, say tax saving will be worth the cost of the advice. So definitely reach out to your tax advisors for any consultation needs that you may have for your business. So these are the 5 mistakes that I see most commonly being made by the small business owners. You know, if you see yourself making any one of these mistakes, please definitely reach out to your tax advisor, and they'll be happy to work with you to correcting those mistakes. So hope that makes sense to you all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you in any way I can. And last thing before I sign off, if you like this video, if you find the value in the videos that I create, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it for this week, everyone. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.